In a quiet village, there lived a boy named Rohan. He was brilliant in his studies and everyone praised his intelligence and sharp mind. Teachers admired him, and his friends often turned to him for help. He could solve complex math problems in minutes and answer science questions effortlessly. However, Rohan had one big weakness. He didn't use his time wisely. Despite his talent, he had a habit of procrastinating. He would spend hours playing games on his phone, chatting with friends, or watching random videos, thinking he had plenty of time to study later. His parents often warned him, "Rohan, intelligence alone isn't enough. You must learn to manage your time." But he would laugh it off, believing he could easily catch up at the last moment. As final exams approached, reality hit him hard. The syllabus was vast and he had barely started preparing. He looked at his thick textbooks and felt a wave of panic. How will I cover everything in just a few days, he thought. The once confident and sharp-minded boy now felt lost. One evening, as he sat on his bed, scrolling mindlessly through social media, his mother entered his room. She noticed his worried expression and sat beside him. "Rohan," she said gently, "do you remember the marathon runner from last year's sports event?" Rohan looked up, confused. "Yeah, what about him?" She smiled. "He wasn't the fastest at the start, but he never gave up. While others got tired and slowed down, he kept going at his own pace. And in the end, he won." Her words struck a chord. He realized that success wasn't about doing everything at once. It was about consistency and discipline. Maybe I don't need to study everything in one day. I just need to start now and keep moving forward. Determined to change, Rohan grabbed his books and made a study plan. He broke the syllabus into smaller parts, setting realistic goals for each day. He placed his phone in another room to avoid distractions and decided to study in focused sessions with short breaks. At first, it was difficult. His mind kept wandering, and the urge to check his phone was strong. But he reminded himself of his mother's words. Keep going at your own pace. Slowly, his concentration improved and his confidence grew. Each day, he checked off topics from his list. The more he studied, the more he realized how much he had been missing out by wasting time. He started enjoying the process of learning rather than fearing the exams. The night before the exam, Rohan felt a sense of calm. He had worked hard and prepared well. There was no last-minute panic, no rushing through notes, just a quiet confidence in his efforts. As he entered the exam hall the next day, he felt nervous but ready. When the question paper was placed in front of him, he took a deep breath and began writing. The answers came naturally, and for the first time, he didn't feel the pressure of time slipping away. Weeks later, the results were announced. With his heart pounding, Rohan checked his scores. His eyes widened in disbelief. He had not only passed, but had secured one of the highest marks in his class. His teachers praised him, his parents beamed with pride, and his friends were amazed. "How did you do it, Rohan?" one of his classmates asked. He smiled and said, "I stopped wasting time and started using it wisely. That made all the difference." That day, Rohan learned a valuable lesson. Success is not just about intelligence, but about discipline, focus, and time management. To every student out there, your exams are just a hurdle, not a wall. Stay focused, keep going, and success will be yours.